Hi guys, so today I'm going to do the first video in a new series I'm doing on international names. A lot of the time when I talk about a name's popularity, I'm referring to the American statistics, and I don't really look and see how popular a name is in other countries. So I thought it would be interesting to take a look at some of the most popular names from other countries around the world. And I'm going to start with Australia. So these are the top 10 boys' names and the top 10 girls' names from 2010 in Australia. At number 10 for boys was James, and James is a very classic Hebrew name that means supplanter. A lot of the names in the top 10 for boys are very, very classic boys' names. Number 9 for boys was Ethan, which is another Hebrew name, and I believe that Ethan is the most popular name in Canada, where I live, but in Australia it's number 9, and it means firm or strong. Number 8 was a little bit of a surprise to me. I didn't expect it to be so popular in Australia. It's a Scottish name, and that is Lachlan, and Lachlan means from the land of lakes. Number 7 is another classic biblical name, and that is Joshua, and Joshua means God is salvation. Number 6 is actually a more modern name. It's an occupational name, and that is Cooper, and Cooper is an English name that means barrel maker. Number 5 was Noah, and I really like this name. Unfortunately, it is pretty popular here in North America as well, so I wouldn't use it, but I can understand why it's popular. It's a Hebrew name and it means rest or peace. Number 4 is another very classic name, and that is Thomas, and Thomas is a Greek name that means twin. Number 3 was Oliver, and I adore this name. Again, it's one I wish wasn't so popular because it's also very popular here in North America. It's an English name and it means elf army. The second most popular name for boys in Australia is William, and William is another really strong English name, and it means strong-willed warrior. And the most popular name in Australia in 2010 for boys was Jack, and I adore this name so much. I think it works really well on a little boy, but it also ages well, and it's a diminutive of John or Jackson. So for girls, the 10th most popular name in Australia was Sophie, and Sophie is a Greek name that means wisdom. And in North America, Sophia is pretty popular, but Sophie is actually more popular than Sophia in Australia. Number 9 was Emily, and Emily is a Latin name that means rival. It's a very classic girl's name, and it's been very popular in North America for a long time. And I don't know about Australia, but I'm sure it's been popular there for a while too. Number 8 is Lily, and Lily is of course the name of the flower, and it's a name that's been gaining a lot of popularity in North America, and I expect it's doing the same in Australia. Number 7 is a very cute and spunky girl's name, and that is Ella. And I actually met a little girl named Ella at the bookstore the other day, and she was about 2 years old and she was very cute. And Ella is a Spanish name that means young girl. Number 6 in Australia is Olivia, and Olivia is a feminine form of the name Oliver, which was in the top 10 for boys, and it also means elf army. Number 5 was Mia, and Mia is also pretty popular here in North America. It's a diminutive of Maria, and it means sea of bitterness. Number 4 was Isabella, and of course Isabella is the most popular name for girls in the United States right now, but it's only at number 4 in Australia. It's an Italian form of the name Elizabeth, and it means God is my oath. Number 3 is the beautiful Charlotte, and Charlotte is a variant of Charles, a female variant of Charles, and it means free. The second most popular name in Australia in 2010 for girls was Chloe. And Chloe is a name that I've always thought was so beautiful. It's been getting pretty popular recently though, so I don't think I would ever use it, but I still think it's beautiful. And it's a Greek name, and it means verdant and blooming, so it has a lovely meaning as well. And the most popular name for girls in 2010 in Australia was Ruby. And Ruby is the name of the red gemstone, and I think this name is so cute and quirky, and I love that it's so popular. It's definitely not quite that popular in North America, but I can see it becoming more popular here as well. So I also chose 5 names for girls and 5 names for boys that are in the top 100, but not in the top 10, that I thought were really, really cool. So for girls, at number 18 is Matilda, and Matilda is an English name that means battle strength, and this is of course the name of Heath Ledger's daughter, and I think that kind of put it in the spotlight when he chose this name for his daughter. It's a very, very cute name. At number 25 is Zara, and I love this name. It's a form of the name Sarah, and it means princess, so it has a wonderful, wonderful meaning. Number 46 is Talia, and this is a Hebrew name that means morning dew, which I think is a beautiful, beautiful meaning, and it's just so different and fresh sounding. I really like it. At number 50 is Imogen, and I've always liked this name, and it's a Shakespearean invented name, which just makes it that much cooler. And at number 51 is another gemstone name, and that is Jade, and I've always really liked this name. I think it is really, really cool, and I can see it on a little girl, and I can see it on a woman of any age. I don't think it's quite so popular here, but it's number 51 in Australia. So for boys, I chose Levi, which is at number 31, and Levi is a Hebrew name that means joined in harmony. At number 37 is Oscar, and this is one that I can definitely see gaining popularity here in North America as well. In the next couple of years, I've heard a lot of people talk about this name, and it's an Irish name that means dear lover. At number 47 is one that I think is adorable, and that is Archie. And Archie is a German diminutive of Archibald. At number 60 is one that you rarely hear in North America, and that is Hamish. And Hamish is a Scottish form of the name James, which means supplanter. And at 61 is another one that you don't hear all that often in North America, and that is Angus. And Angus is another Scottish name, and it means one strength. So that's an overview of some of the most popular names in Australia, and I will be back to do Austria next. Bye guys.